Alright, this is our last lesson in Chapter 7. We're going to be talking about compound interest. I am going to talk a little bit about simple interest today, and that entails this part. Solving for a missing variable. Our technique when we solve for a missing variable, we want to identify what we have and plug into the equation. And when I say the equation, I am talking about the simple interest equation, I equals PRT. Looking at this first example, if we earn $506 in interest after 3 years with an interest rate of 6%, what was our initial principal? That means what did I start with? So I know I have I equals PRT. The 506 is my I, the 3 is my T, the 6% is my R. So it looks like I'm going to solve for P. Rewrite it all. 506 is equal to my interest rate, 0.06, times my time, times my principal. I don't know what that is yet. I always put my variable on the right-hand side. It just looks better. Okay? We should be writing this in our notes. So now in my calculator, I'm timesing 0.06 times 3. And I get 0.18. So I say 506 is equal to 0.18 times P. To move times P, I divide, or times 0.18, I divide by 0.18 to both sides. And 506 divided by 0.18 is a 2811.11 repeat. So 2811.11 repeating is equal to my principal. Okay? Again, we should all have all of these steps written down. All the steps written down. So really I don't do a continuous amount of money to the bank. I only go to 2 cents. So it looks like I deposited $2,811 and 88 or and 11 cents. I don't know if I said that right. $2,811 and 11 cents is what I deposited initially. That was my initial deposit. All right, looking at this next example, we earn $780 in interest. So that tells me that's the interest, that's the I. Uh-oh, I gotta move this over. From an investment of $6,700, so that's like my starting point. That's how much I put in. After 4 years, what is our interest rate? So, again, my I, which is 780, is equal to my principal, that's a 6,700, times my interest rate I don't know, times my time. So I write times time and then just kind of throw R at the end. Okay, I always put my variable at the end. So I get 780 is equal, now I just multiply those two together, 6,700 times 4. 26,800 is my interest times my interest rate. Now I gotta divide through by 26,800. And you get 780 divided by 26,800 is okay. I'm just gonna go write 0.029. And then maybe I'll round it to the 1. Is this a percent? Yes or no?
No.
No, I need to convert that to percent. So this is really saying a 2.91% interest rate. Okay? That's my interest rate that I earned. I want you to do this next example. After 6 years, so it looks like we're paying a loan. After 6 years, you paid the bank $1,800 in interest for your student loans that had an interest rate of 7.5%. How much did you take out? I want you to go through and substitute what you know. Try to solve what you're missing for. All right, looking at this first example, again, I always just kind of write what I know. I know my formula is I equals PRT. So after 6 years, that's kind of my T here. 6 years is my T. Can't write it. Try. There we go. You paid the bank $1,800 in interest. So it looks like that $1,800 is my I. For your student loans, I had an interest rate of 7.5%. Now I noticed some of you were writing it like this. 1,800 is equal to 7.5 times 6 times T. No, just kidding, times P. What did I do wrong? Michael?
You have to make it into a decimal.
Right, this 7.5 is a percent, and we always want to represent our percents as a decimal. So what you should write is 0.075 times our time times our principal. And I don't know what principal is. So I'm going to just multiply those two together. 1,800 equals, what's this product? Huh? 0.45, that's it. Okay, now to move that, I divide. And it looked like $4,000 was equal to my principal. And that makes sense. Okay? $4,000 seems like a pretty average loan that I would, if I were to take out a loan. Right, next slide. Compound interest. Oh my goodness, this is the doozy. So write this down. It's kind of like a whole new heading. I guess when I say compound interest is interest that stacks up. Okay, it means it compiles. It becomes part of our money, and we will owe more or earn more based on it. Now, simple interest is simple. You just go I equals PRT. There's no real depth to it. Most loans, though, or interest, if you were to invest money in a bank, compounds. Okay, it can compound quarterly. It can compound annually. It can compound semi-annually. Okay, and some of the things we can talk about for compound interest would be car loans, basic loans, car loans, credit cards, student loans, home loans. Okay, those are all things that are interest compounds. Okay, investment is another thing. A lot of investments compound. Some of the vocab word that you need to realize with compounds is the frequency. So I want you to make a heading, frequency. And the frequency of compounds could be quarterly, semi-annual, or annually. In quarterly, I want you to know if you think a quarter is how many quarters in a dollar. Quarterly is 4. There's 4 quarters in a school year. Quarterly is every 4 months. They're going to reassess your balance and compound your interest. Okay? Semi-annually means twice a year, and annually means once a year. I want to show you an example. And the first strategy I want to show you is how to use a table to find compound interest. It's a lot easier that way. So let's say we earn 3% interest on an investment that is compounded annually from an initial investment of $3,500. How much will we have after 5 years? So what the technique I use is not, since it's compound, it's not I equals PRT. I need to have a table where I have year, and then then you use your PRT for that year, Okay? And then you have total money. So we're going to be dealing with 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So year 1, I have $3,500. So $3,500 times my interest rate, which is 0.03, which is equal, and everyone should be writing this down. This is way too intense to just be sitting there. 3,500 times 0.03 is 105. So I made $105 in interest that year. So my total money is the 3,500 plus what? Plus 105, which is 3,605. Now I kind of messed up here a little bit. This year should be like our initial point. So this should be 3,500. That's year 1. Year 2, now I have 3,605. Okay, that's how much money I have now. Because that comes down into year 2. This amount goes down into our new amount. So now I have 3,605 times the 0.03. That's 108.15. So my total money is what I had, 3,605 plus 108.815. That's 3713.15. Now this amount, this is my new amount, comes down into year 3. Now I have 3713.15. Now I'm going to earn simple interest off of that for that year. So I get 3713.15 times my 0.03 is 111.39 after I round. This is 111. So my new balance is 111.39 plus 3713.15. Oh my goodness. Almost done. And I have a new total of 3824.54. That comes down into year 4, and we continue like that for years 4 and 5. It's about where I want to just stop us for right now. And your homework is going to consist of making tables like that.